Hey everybody, welcome to today's live stream. I'm gonna play a little bit for the morning here. Not absolutely what I'm up to in the afternoon. Got to do a little bit of shopping though. So I decided to get back into my alchemy factory. Um, so here's what's going on. I was not happy with what happened down here. My numbers were off. My calculations were, I'm just going to say off. Like how much fertilizer I needed, how much I was going to use, numbers for later in the game. I was off on a lot of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this that's on the ground floor and I'm going to transfer it into here. Then I know full well I was going to run out of space in my store. So I'm going to punch out the walls and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to, I like the hidden part of what I came up with, but it's not feasible for long term. And so the thinking is that I've made a higher factory. I don't know exactly. What I did do is I ran, and I'm going to try to continue this. I wanted to run fertilizer and money around the outside wall everywhere, so that when I hook something up, you know what I mean, I can use it. I did finally catch a couple of others that are playing this. Interesting. I'm trying not to copy, because I should be able to figure out the recipes. So, I built this, which is a fertilizer, tier 2. All this does is chop up rotten logs into gloom fungus and planks. I use those planks and I figured out the current math, and I'm hoping I don't mess it up too bad. One of my issues, and I changed it, was in the upgrades. Okay. So what I've done is right now I've maxed out the relic knowledge. I haven't gotten any of the top end ones, but I maxed out relic knowledge so that I'm getting as much as I can out of the relic, so I'm getting more of these points. I only put one logistics efficiency because right now that's all I want. I have 0 factory efficiency. What ended up happening was I started to add factory efficiency. I made a blueprint, and then that blueprint didn't work anymore for me. So anyways, what I'm going to do is take this hodgepodge mess that I threw together, and I'm going to get rid of it all. And I'm going to transfer everything in the house. But here's kind of the plan. Up top here, I have 100% efficiency rating up there. And I don't really want to lose that 100% efficiency rating. I've only got 106 days. I'm only 6th level. So I've yet to build the growth potion, which I do have to get to, by the way. But I'd like to somehow transfer this over without messing up my store too badly. I streamlined my money, and I stacked it up, and all I'm doing is making silver. Every once in a while, when these get overfilled, because I have a lot of storage, and when it gets backed up, I hook this up, and that goes through into a bank portal that's making gold, which makes me gold coin. And this is kind of my savings. It's kind of how I'm treating it, anyways. So that's the general plan for today. Is I'm going to try to keep what I got, and then transfer things upstairs and whatnot. Make myself a little home in here. Kinda, I guess. Something like that. I've been thinking of transferring my bank up here. I don't know whether keeping a savings is I don't know, but the till sales goes through the make me silver system, and then right now I got everything set to 2, so it's 2 silver coins going all the way around. I chose 2 because buying price is 2,000, so every time I send 2 into it, I'm gonna create a rotten log. I'm not absolutely sure. Yeah, so it would take 2.5 stacks or 2.25 stacks to make me coal. I still have this one running into the factory, but I started to see a problem with that as I was getting it to basically move around and, get into this stack of logs and then work its way over to these, just all sorts of logistic issues I started to see. I'm also not really happy with how this comes in the back wall. Only reason there is because then I'm restricted to my store size. And I'm only really going to be able to fit maybe 2 more benches this way. Maybe another, if I work it the right way, and then I'd have to toss it in from the window. And none of that was working for me. So I'm going to be pushing the store back to maybe right here. You know what I mean? And that's going to be my store floor. And then I'm going to toss things down from the top, I'm thinking. Catapult them from the top down. That way when you walk in the store, you're not seeing this stuff in the back. All that's going to be gone, and I'm going to be catapulting from the top down. That's kind of a rough plan. I'm not absolutely sure what I want to do there. But yeah. So all this is a big fertilizer factory. I kept it. I've seen a few people, great guys and whatnot, like great content creators and whatnot, but they're like making it really stacked up and convoluted and small footprint. Which, okay, if we had a footprint problem, but I have properties across here that I can buy. As I understand it, you can build, if I were to own this side, because I can't build yet, but if I were to own this side, I can build across, and then as I build upwards, so real estate's not an issue. Not really. It's kind of like in shapes. When you you know, make things really tight and compact, you're kind of fighting against yourself. I mean, some really great recipes and really great blueprints out there, but I'm gonna leave mine a little more open, a little more so that I can walk around and look at them. Not that I'm not going to stack up, because I mean, yeah, I mean, I stacked up a few things here. And I'm not going to try to take up the whole entire floor to do, say, fertilizer, but I am going to keep it open. My plan here, I'm thinking the store might back up a level, or I don't know. I don't know whether I'm going to need 2 tills. I did see, you know how these guys comment every once in a while. I did see one of them. I was running around the house and he commented, too much of a lineup, or something towards that effect. And I don't know whether he bought anything or not, because of course, I mean, he's walking down the street and but I'm wondering if 1 till is going to cut it, is where I'm wondering. So I'm thinking I'll punch the store, back, 1. And then out 2 or 3, if you know, depending on which side you're talking about, and maybe even go 1 more this direction. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to fit in here for 2 on the ground floor. I am going to be flooring the whole thing so that I don't have this hump, you know, coming out of the store. It's just going to be, well, contiguous. I don't know if that's a good word. So that's kind of the plan, yeah. What I'd like to do here, in this corner, the plan was to make, I really like having this box. So what I can do is I can just walk up to this box, and it's just sawmills making me wood. And then that wood makes me gears, and then that makes me smaller gears. And then I'm not going to sell them, though. I'm just going to keep them like I have this. This is like from the beginning of the game. And then there's going to be a couple other things that I do the same thing with. Stone, going to be the same thing. Basically building materials. Anything I use to build, which will be the metal gears. I don't use them too often, but I'm thinking later on in the game. Iron nails, absolutely. I'm just going to have one little setup where I have a smelter making me iron gears, and then that doesn't do anything else. I really need to get rid of the silver lines that are running, you know, that's bringing silver, and then these impossibly long log lines and stone lines that I made. Yeah, not happy with how that, just not happy. Just not happy. So yeah, anyways. That's the plan. I'm going to slowly but surely come in here. I think one of my other issues was when you look at goods. Let's just look at, oh, I don't know, like a large wooden gear. Crafted at a grinder, 6 seconds. You know what I mean? But it doesn't give me a 10 per minute in to 10 per minute out when I was looking at this. And I'm not absolutely sure, do you know what I mean? What I'm going to get my readings straight off of the actual grinder, which is why I've left myself at no factory efficiency for right now. None. What I'm thinking of doing is when I'm going to upgrade my factory efficiency, I'll do 4 at a time, so that it becomes 100%, and then I don't mess up my math, which is that was my biggest issue, is I was messing up my math. I had it on scrap pieces of paper. That was not working for me. It just wasn't. But what I'd like to do is down here, I'd like to make a little materials area where I'm building materials that I can just go by and scoop. And I'm not absolutely sure how I want to do the inventory of it, but I'm thinking something towards the effect of like chests, you know, and then, I don't know. And then I come to these chests and they, you know, I don't know, maybe I'll have some signs or something later on. I'm not absolutely sure how I want to do it all. So to start, I think I'm just going to start with... need to pick up I think a couple portals would be better. But I have some that I'm going to take down, some I don't want to buy too many. And I'm really trying to keep my 99%. So it's nighttime. It's 1 in the morning. Nobody's going to buy anything. Right now, I have a really good summary or a really good reputation. And I'm selling good items. Like, I'm making good money. I'm just going to do a... Quick. So I'm making... Well, yeah, it's about average. 260. I figure around the 260 mark. Okay, I'm close. Maybe a little less today. But I'm spending quite a bit on stuff. Okay, well, skip the 2 portals, and I'm making at least 100 grand more than what I'm spending, which is nice. That's where I want to stay. The new silver line goes out, and then it's going to go all the way around the whole entire factory. And then I've made the fertilizer line, same thing. And I'm going to have those 2 running both directions all the way around the whole factory. Kind of a plan. I'm trying very hard not to... Oh, hey, Sim. How you doing? I'm trying very hard not to watch anybody on this. Because it is a huge game. It's a monster. And it's got a lot to it. I want to try to figure out my way. I know that sounds... maybe that sounds unoriginal. You know what? Okay, I'm not going to unhook that right now. So that's just wood for me. It's just planks. That's all this is going to be. But what I'd like to do is have maybe some gears running out of this. Because this is going to fill and it's going to stop. No, I don't have a cup. I have a regular coffee cup here. Okay, thank you. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to pull this off. Or maybe I'll pull it here. Oops. And then we're going to go grinders. And then collect all those. I'm just going to manifold it. This doesn't have to be efficient. And we'll pull an inventory. And then that fills up with the large gears. Because you do need them. It's not all the time, but you do need them for building stuff. And actually... How do I want to... And then we'll pull these down. Oops. So how's Sim doing this morning? And then that goes there. So then I have gears. 2 different styles of gears. Or did I mix that up? I did. It's not a grinder. It's the heck are those made again? Right. Processor. Dum dum dum. Hello, dum dum. No, cancel. What's that? I'm doing real good. We're gonna get some shopping done today. Oops. That's the one. Thanks, son. No, I'll keep the cup. Because I'm gonna pour this in the cup because it's too hot. Yeah, sneaky. Sneaky. Processor, that's the one. And we'll do it all the way down. Okay. And then that gets collected. That's a little better. Do the proper recipe here. Okay, there we go. Small gears. Small gears, big gears. Okay. Happy camper. Because, yeah, then I can just come by, zoop, scoop, grab what I need to grab. And then I think in here, we're going to do, let's do 3 more. Need purchaser. There we go. And you're going to be stone. Okay. And then that gets collected. Into there. Because you still need stone to build stuff. So that takes care of that and stone. And I'm going to wrap around the corner here. Do I have signs yet? I don't think I need signs, but yeah, notice board is a little big. Yeah, it's a little big. Really? Or can I put it? Oh, okay. How would that look? Gears. Stone. Let's put this one maybe that way. Blank. Gear stone. Yeah, I'm not really. Him-ha. All right. What if I... Can I have it on that? Interesting. Try that. Huh. That's how it's going to work. Okay. So it's 5 across. Okay. No way to really center it on a... Yeah. It's just going to be... There we go. I mean, I probably don't need it. I mean, I'll know what they are, but... This one's gears. Small. Large. Yeah, okay. That works. Stone. Confirm. Okay. We got all that running. One of the other major ones is nails, rope. Stone's a big one. Iron. Glass is going to be another one. Because the pipes are iron. So I'm going to need iron for sure. Glass, iron. Metal gears for the enhanced grinder. Yeah. Let's do this in... So yeah, nails. So iron bars and nails I can get from the same kind of line. Glass is going to be its own creature. I've never actually built the copper bearings. These ones, the copper bearings. I've never built those. I haven't gotten to them. I mean, I got them, but I haven't gotten to them. Okay, so let's get glass, iron. And maybe it'd be better if I line them up out here. Yeah, it kind of worked as a 3 into 2. Kinda. Keeps it moving a little bit faster anyways. These guys are probably all good. Okay. So I need crucible. That's going to take an iron smelter. And let's spit it out that way. We're going to load that. I'm going to need more purchasing portals. I'm trying to make this transition as smooth as possible. Are there any good ones? I could get a Jupiter together. Try anyway. I do have them being built out here. I'd I'd have to plan that. I'm not actually happy with how that worked out. Is there any smaller sign? No. How many spaces do you? 3 down. Okay, do the rest later. Yeah, I don't want to put any up there because I'm going to move the walls. I have to put a support beam in here. I can do that later. I'm not happy with how that worked out. And I'm wondering on my choice before I go too far with this. Problem is I put my stairs here. I could use a whole nother floor for it. It doesn't have to be here. I'd hate to have it in multiple different places. That doesn't make sense. I would like to have, like, when I play Satisfactory, I would like to have all of my stuff on the ground floor that's, like, basic stuff. And then work my way up, or... I don't know whether that's going to work in this game. I don't know. So maybe I'll use this. Okay. And we'll have them go... And then maybe line everything up out here. Give me a sec, everybody. I'm just going to head to the short bio. Hey, everybody, I'm back. Okay. So I'm not absolutely sure how I want to do this, but I know I want it to be, like, organized in a short area where I can just come and loot items. I wish the signage was smaller. Because otherwise, if I line up, you know, I mean, notice board after notice board after notice board, and then put ran out of nails. And I'm not too sure whether this is going to be my final thinking on this either. And then we take the chest. I sold one. Okay, cool. Oop. So, yeah, it'll end up being... And then I can line up the sign. Stone or plank. Will this work? Stone. Okay. Alrighty. That works. I can deal with that. I can go with that. Because then when I show up, I know what I'm grabbing. A little bit of belting in behind here, but I can deal with that. I'm okay with that. So we'll go up. There. Oh. Okay, there we go. And as I was thinking of it, I don't think I need stone for anything else. Other than breaking it down and making it into sand and doing other things so that I can make bricks and clay and but it's mostly going to be wood, nails, iron, a bit of steel. Those rivets seem to be coming in now. That's all just wood and clay. Or wooden... Oops. Yeah, wooden brick, which is clay. Iron, more wood. I mean, this is just building materials for the basic factory. For basically factory building and whatnot, I'm steel for the pillars. Yeah, okay. I don't think I want to build steel. That's kind of a... Because, yeah, I need the Anthor to do it. Athenor, whatever. Which is a bit of a build. Just to make steel bars. I'm going to have to reproduce this anyways. For making the gears. Maybe I do. Yeah, those are steel. But how many advanced assemblers am I going to need? I need glass. I need nails. I need iron. Still got a bit of stone on us. Let's get rid of that. We're going to go planks next. And maybe do that here. Let's go confirm. I can't invert it. That would be nice. Okay, let's do 2 sections at once. 2 seconds. Oh. Then that one. I kind of like this little system. This works, but there. So you are gonna go there. Now you or there. That'll work. Then why bring them all up here? Yeah, it's not going to work for me. So we got a manifold system. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go once, split, split. By 50. By 50. Yeah, that works. Okay. Wrong. Ah, excuse me. Process. Should just do 4. 10 per minute needs 5 per minute to make 15 per minute. Okay, that will overwhelm it, but that's okay. This one will be not how I wanted that to work out. for me. Okay. Cool, cool. Now, nothing left down here. Okay, and I'll keep the wood on me. Okay, we're good. Right on. That will all eventually back up, and I don't care about the efficiency of it. Sorry to say. I could put the processors on top and reverse it. Do I need that small of a footprint? Probably not. Next. Now, can I put any of that wood to good use? Add the stick. Okay. So that's got me 3 of those. And we'll get... spit it out that way. Hmm. Oh, folks. An invalid angle. Hmm. Hmm. Still. Yeah. Obstacles. So too far away. Invalid angle. Hmm. Really? Wow. No matter what I do, I can't toss it up there, eh? What the heck am I doing wrong? Oh, fine. You're good from there. 6 away. 6 away. Really? Right there. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I'm going to need iron ingots and a processor. Yeah, we can go 3. Split this here. And I'll fold it to there. Same thing. And then run these 2. Oops. Yeah, so this will be, I think I can just go nails. See how badly this messes up, though. Uh, hmm. There we go. Okay. Did I get 2? No. Might have fun tossing it in. Well, that'll take a while to get going. I could. I'm still going to need a build to put nails because I sell them. Okay. Well, I'm on my way anyway. Okay, so I can break down this one. Hmm. I need another one. This is going to be a logistic nightmare for a bit. Okay, but now that fed the pulley system as well. Oh, I'd have to rebuild that. Not ready to do that quite yet. Took that down too fast. Not ready to build. Not ready to redo that yet. But I can take down because these don't lead anywhere. There. Now it's just uninterrupted. Lumber going in there. Okay, that works. Gonna get rid of some of these gears. Stack. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a headache to transfer this. I was going to do a lot of this offline, but I don't know. People might give me heck for doing it offline if they're actually watching and paying attention. Which I know I got one or two. One or two that have communicated. Okay, I really would like to get another one. Don't think I have it. Don't think I got the room. I could run that out. I think it'll just back up eventually, and then this is just for building materials. So I'm only going to be stacking a stack at a time. Okay, I have to redo the pulley build, which feeds the Jupiter. Yeah. So should I do a pulley build just for the store? time is it? 3 o'clock? Yeah, I can still get customers. That's starting to get backed up, eh? Okay. Wonder if I should put invalid position. Wow. Hmm. That's a little more lit up. Something fairly repeatable and easy to do. Okay. Yeah. That's not where I want it. Okay. And slowly but surely the factory will move. Okay, I need to figure out like what build can I get rid of easiest and quickest. I'm still selling gears? Really? Okay. Alrighty. Well, I guess that's how I'm keeping up on my happiness. Once in a while, you gotta stop and just watch your customers because they'll have little balloon bubbles come above their head. And I don't think there's a way of accessing that list of, like, healing potion is really good. There's no copper bearing. So he's unhappy. He brought my happiness down by 1. Because there's no copper bearings, which, I mean, yeah, I know there isn't, but... I don't want to redo the potion lines too quick. The glass could be... Yeah, I gotta get glass going up here. That's right. So sand, kiln, glass. Sand is pretty easy. That's just stone crushed, is it not? Yeah, stone crush, sand. Okay. So as soon as that fills up, then, yeah. Okay. Totally new line. Let's go 2. And it was a grinder. Into sand. How much? Oop. Can I get rid of my glass down here? So grind is 5 per minute. Glass is 60 per minute to make 10 per minute. So I should have 60 sand, which is at 5 per 12. Yep, 12. And 12, we're going to need 60 per minute in stone. And these create 20, so I need 3. That was the question. There. There. Oh, that's right. I did all this on. Oh, okay. Do I want to shut that down that quick? I'm trying not to run into a problem here. That's what I'm attempting to do. Okay, you're gone, you're gone. I'm full. I got 1 space, I got 1 space. Let's go get a portal. Okay, so the portal is going to bring in before we hook up that portal, because it's going to bring in stone. Limestone, please. We want to fill up those. Fill up that. No stone shall go to waste. Okay. So now, we got 3, and it's 5 per minute. So I should, oops. And I need 12. 2 stacks of 6. So let's move 1 space away. Okay, that's all the sand being created. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Each one of these does 4. That ought to be interesting. So let's Let's adjust our thinking here. So let's go 4, 4, and 4. Okay. That works. And at 5 per, that's 20, 40, and 60. Okay. Come on. There we go. Now how to do that evenly. Split. Like so. That's about as even as I can get it. Okay. So that means... And... That'll work. Wash, rinse, repeat. There. Now all of that can go into a single crucible. Where am I getting... That's going to take a while to fill that up. Hmm. Okay. Still doing good. Yeah, still making over 50%. Okay, we'll get rid of that. I figure if I take down one commodity, I'm not going to hurt myself too badly on the, well, basically how pissed off they're going to be at me. How much they like me. I can't remember where that's listed again. It's been a while since I bounced around on these menus. I have an upgrade point. Let's get better sales. It's still pretty cheap for me to redo those points, by the way. The reset points, it's only 4,000 copper. It goes up as you do this more often. I'm going to be getting rid of it because I've got relic knowledge way up there. And I'm still building the relics, and they're still going in here. Just, I'm up at 289. I'm not building enough. So there are parts of this operation where I have to scale up huge. But I can't right now. I got all the wood. I got lots of gears, but I do not have the pulleys coming through. And so I have to make a pulley setup to sell pulleys. But then I'm going to need to have another setup making all the stuff. But I would really like to have a rope set up by itself. So that I can come steal rope every once in a while. Same thing as upstairs. I need to make that. It's another thing I need to make up here, but I'm getting to that. I'm getting there. I want to get glass going. I'm thinking of redoing these. I'm doing it sideways. I think 3 will be fine. Okay. Yeah. Still slow as molasses. I don't know. Got a little crammed in there. I still think I need a second one. I could move you to the other side. Okay, that's all stone. Where did I get all that wood from? Oh yeah, I demolished stuff downstairs. That's right. Oof. Can I put in 2 of these side by side? Nope. Not there. Not anymore. Okay. Um, yeah, one of those ought to do. I'll turn it. Okay. So we have a blueprint for a sawmill stack. Okay, that works. Then I gotta bring you up to there. Input. And then you go there. Oops. And that'll work just fine. Just gotta hook up the coin. Which I don't want to do quite yet. Okay, so you're gonna feed that, and then you are going to, can you bypass that? Yes, you can. Okay. Okay, dump you in there. Wow. Why do I have... Okay. Okay, so I still haven't hooked you up, but I don't need to. You're going good. This has to get X. So we can go there. We'll put you there. There. Reverse you. And bring you down. And turn you in. Like so. And that should fire that up. Okay. Then you come here. You're now blocked. So you're coming from a different direction anyway. Okay, well. Let's put some more stuff here. We could go up top with it, couldn't we? Okay, so we could go there. Nope, invalid angle. Hmm. Okay, you go there, you go there. That works. Now I just need that. And there. There we go. There we go. iron ore, but we will... Seven... There. Okay. So now, copy that, and then run you into there. And we have doubled up our production. Which I think will be, that's better. That's just better. Plain and simple. Okay. And I got some logs on me. I can dump in here. Okay. Meanwhile, you're sawing, everything's good. Okay. Getting a little crammed in here. Yeah. Okay, what do I got left on me? Like 2 logs. Okay, let's draw off that. That's building logs. We're good. And I got 2 left. I can dump in here. In a while, maybe. Okay. I'm out of stone. So we can put that into there. And how behind are we on cash? Not bad. Yeah, not at all. Yeah, that's kind of nice. How's cash doing? Oof. Okay. Alrighty. Doing good. Sales are hurting only a little bit. I think I only took glass off the line. Okay, so we're going to need cash into... we're going to need... Let's go this way. Yeah. So these are all 5 per minute. And where's the kiln? Let's go that way. Recipe would be glass. 60 per minute. Making 10 per minute. Okay, but well, yeah. So, we'll go there. There. And then there's the input for fuel, which I think will make wood. Okay. I don't have another portal. Maybe I should just get a small stack of this stuff. Should have truly went outside. What temperature you got, Mike? We're at, hang on, close all. Update. Are we still the same? Yeah, we're at negative 17 here. Feels like negative 22. Not bad. You know, another day in Canada. Negative 23 wind chill. Okay. Okay, save complete. Okay, we need cash. We need a portal. We'll go there. Oop. We're going to go wood. And then there. That'll feed that. this all needs to be gathered. How? Actually, and then we'll what? Like so. Okay, so that's going to consolidate that. I think we'll go the other direction up top. There and there. And then we'll do that. Okay. Now the belts handle 75 per minute right now. This is making me 12 times 5 is 60 per minute. That can go in. This goes up. Like so. Yep. And then this can basically just come down. Like so. Yeah. Negative 38. I'm supposed to turn around and get back. No, really? Okay, so there's glass in that one. Let's dump all that in there. Actually, I need one, don't I? Okay. Then I need... keep forgetting to put these in. There we go. Someplace for me to dump sand off. Okay. I think I'm good. I think we're going to go here. 7. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there. And there. Yep, there's how we do it. Hey, Sam. Holman? Spell check. Yeah, I wouldn't blame him for going home, though. That's definitely not a temperature you just jump out into and get used to right away. If you're, I'm used to it. I mean, winter comes around, you know, you take a day or two. But I can recall changing my, like, where I was living and whatnot at times. And getting acclimatized. Ooh. It takes a little bit. Oh, that's I got a little wicked there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't blame you, Mike. You open up your mouth and take too big of a breath, you can give yourself like a Slurpee headache. You know, or the equivalent to like a Slurpee headache, whatever that effect is. I know there's a There's a word that describes it. I can never remember the word. Okay. I could use chuckers, and that would get rid of a lot of this, but... Okay, so that's glass. What else do we got? So I got iron ore and nails. Do I not? Yeah, nails and iron ingots, yeah. Rope. Rope. We are in need of rope. That'll be next. What's the numbers on rope? It's, flax produces 75 per minute into... Three would be 60, but then it backs up. So I think I like the 4 system. And then these are making 20 per minute. If I ever up my fertilizer efficiency, I believe it would be, that should up the production by a little bit. And so this system should work a little better. Belts are at 75 per minute right now. Don't believe in salt in their roads. I sure hit the pavement one day. Parts of Alberta don't. I know the town I live in got very little salt on the road. But yet I go to the city, right? I go into Edmonton, and there's salt everywhere, dude. Okay, so it's nursery into a grinder, 4 grinder into 2 processor into 1 processor. Yeah, because it's 20 per minute. There's your creating. You know what? I could go into 2. Yeah, because that's what I'm doing down below. Is I'm going into 2 with 1. Okay. So I need. Do I not have? What kind of seeds do I got? I know I got some seeds sitting around here. They are sage. They are not flax. Okay, let's go get some flax. Not sure how much. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, let's end the day. 250 and 34, and I'm only spending. Am I still at about half? I should be a little bit more because I'm buying some more stuff. Man, flat on my back, knocked the wind out of me. Came to a. So asking, "Are you all right?" Yeah, don't think so. I have landed on like knees. I've landed on my back, my head, my hip over the years. Just let's go with 4. Just falling down, right? Like same thing. Just fell down. Oops. Bunk. Okay, now we're gonna go with auto. So we're gonna need a bit of room. Let's leave some bit of room here. I ran out of. Let's go raid this. We want that one. Okay. So we're going to go 2 of these. We need to extend this. We need to extend this. And come on down. Where's my... There. Oh. And I got wood. We got plank. Yeah, this is working. Okay, planks. We need to... Oops. And then you are going to be flax. And you are going to be flax. And then... I don't have one of these in my hotbar, but I know I can do 2 of those. And then 2 more on top of that. Like so. And then... Oops. How do we want to do that? There, we'll go there. We'll go there, and we'll go there. And these are going to be flax as well. Okay. So with that, creating 75 per minute. We're going to come out of there. And we got to go grinders. Now this, I think I'm going to go 4, wasn't I? Yeah. Because if I up my fertilizer even by a little bit, these should go to 80. I'm saying should. I remember I was out working on the oil field, and I got a phone call. My wife had fallen in a McDonald's parking lot and cracked her head really badly, like right on a curb. Oh, scary, man. So 20, 40, 60, 80. We're going to go into, it was assemblers, wasn't it? Processors. I'm sure it was processor, wasn't it? Let's take a look at that. Yeah, because it's linen thread. Okay, but we got to make flax fiber first. Isn't that what this is doing? Yes, it is. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think we're going to move those over. Yeah, I can't fit another set in there. Okay. This will feed, I need 60 per minute. I'm getting 20, 40, 60. You know what? If we go, if we just go 3, we're getting our 60 per minute to dump into 1. Okay, so that's giving us our 60 per minute. The belts can handle it. Everything can handle it. It's no big deal. And now I'm making 20 per minute in linen thread. Then we go to the next processor. Probably not where it's going to stay. And that one makes the rope. I need 20 per minute to pump out 10 rope. I'm making 20 per minute from here. So I should be able to just Well, like so. And that should be just fine. And actually, we can... we can just do that. Okay. And then that's a repeatable. So we'll do this. And we'll copy that. And we'll go there. Yeah, it worked. Now, do we bring these down? What do I need? I got wood. What do I need? Rope. No. Why didn't that copy? So if I just go 4 and 4, then I just got to bring these down. So 1 there, 1 there. Build you up. And switcheroo. There. And I should be pumping out 40 rope per minute. Nice and easy. I'll have a backup a little bit of, because I'm only using 20, 40, 60. So I'll have a backup of 15 per. But I don't mind because I'm making 40 per. Gather all that. And oops. Okay, and this will be nope. Definitely not. Broken glass. Okay. Not bad. I could have stacked that up. Might have been a little better. Yeah, I cracked my head good on a chunk of ice once, Mike. I was skating on a pond, and sometimes, living up here, when the ice goes on a lake or a pond, sometimes it's flat, like it's perfectly flat. It's beautiful, right? Other times you get these, I don't know what to call them. It's like a swell in the ice, and you can try and take them out, but it's like an air bubble underneath, or it's something. Maybe it's vegetation, but it just doesn't freeze properly, and it leaves a bump on the ice, and a big bump, not a small bump, big bump. And I had shoveled off an area of a pond or a lake, actually. Sorry, it was okay, somewhere between a pond and a lake. Um, and I had shoveled off an area of it, and I guess I missed this, you know, or I wasn't thinking, or I wasn't paying attention, or whatever. And I hit that bump, and I'll tell you, I went ass over tea kettle and smacked my head on that ice, and ooh, man, I felt it for quite a long time afterwards. Okay, there we go. And we'll dump you in there. And there's nothing I can do with the flax, except dump you in there, and there. Relax. Just because I know I'm going to have lots of extras coming. Okay, so I got rope. Rope is being made. But that's just for me. That's for my personal use. I really need to get... an idea of how big do I want the store. Ooh, that was bad. No, and there is no back function. Yeah, that's not gonna... Yeah. Well, might as well just put the wall back. And then rebuild. Where's the other tunnel? There's the crossway tunnel. Oh, there it is. Just wasn't seeing it. Everything's back to normal. Okay. Guess I gotta be careful what I delete here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not... I'm actually thinking... for small... We were gonna go here, too. And then... take out that wall. And that's gonna be placed here. I'm gonna have to move the whole money-making operation. Okay, so we can... and then... well, you can't copy a wall. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Interior, I think I'm gonna go wood wall in the interior. And I'm thinking of putting a door here, but this kind of sticks into the doorway. I could turn it sideways, and then it's only 3 squares. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I'm just going to take a blueprint of this. Because, yeah. drain it. Hopefully I got enough storage to hang on to whatever's coming. It's 10 o'clock, and maybe I can get this done before nightfall hits. And I'll empty out this, which looks pretty empty. There we go. Okay. Now we want a blueprint to this. And let's go from there to there. All the way up. Okay, confirm. Save as a blueprint. I'm going to call this the bank money conversion. Conversion stack. Converts money. Just converts money. Confirm. Now I don't have enough, so I need one portal. Let's pick up 2. Build. Blueprint. Bank money conversion stack. Build it. I have it. Okay. We're going to go that way. Like so. Yeah. Oh, handle in the way. Shoot. So bank conversion stack build. Actually, you know what? Cut. Okay. Give me everything back. Bank conversion there. Should we leave a space? You know what? I think. Do we really need windows on? Oh, yeah. Okay. Peter dude. Okay. So you are right here. Leave no space on there. That way, most of the windows open. Okay. There was cancel. Okay, so if I got 2 lines coming out, can we go 2 tunnels? Better go from this side because I can't spin that. There. And we're going to put the same thing, some buffers in between. There. Okay, and that's the till. Goes through some buffers, comes to the other side, and Let's go 1 and 1. Another buffer. And then single out. There we go. And then we can probably get rid of a bit of this. Yeah, there's where the fun comes in. And think about this. I goofed up. Okay, well. I'm not too full on stuff. Let's dump the gold. Oops. Dump the gold. Bronze. Okay. No, I don't want to delete it. What are you doing? No. Yeah. Cut. Sure. Okay, let's leave a space. No matter what. Tunnel. That comes right off the center. So there. No? Oh, don't tell me I can't. What the heck? Why won't you go? There you are. And then you lead to there. You lead to there. Dump all of you back into there. And I got a bunch of silver on me. End of the day, I'm still making, not including silver, double. Dump you guys. There. I should cart it up there. It'll pump it out. Okay. And we're good to go. Yes, there we go. Okay, we're good to go. For now, we have to hook that up. Okay. That will get unhooked later. Fox Creek's pretty good. I did a lot of oil field work up in Fox Creek. Didn't do a lot of camping up there. Most of my camping has been Nordegg, north and south, west of Nordegg. There's the Forestry Trunk Road in there, which skirts the basically the east side of the Rockies. We did a lot of camping in and around that area when I was a kid. Whatnot. I learned how to fish on like Fish Lake. We're gonna go there. I'm gonna do that. I got 2 more. Other than that, the national parks, like both Jasper and Banff, of course. I mean, what Albertan doesn't go to Jasper or Banff? Soap. These are empty. All soap. Other than that, southern Alberta, some stuff around Drumheller and whatnot. Hannah, Bicycle. And then BC. A lot of camping in BC. Like a lot. If I don't go to the parks, like Banff or Jasper, then I'll go into interior BC. I did quite a bit of work with the oil field up in there. So I ended up like learning where a lot of small non-national parks are, like campgrounds, not national campgrounds and not part of a national park, but they are campgrounds, a lot of them privately owned and whatnot. But they're like middle of nowhere, out in the, you know what I mean, out in the boonies. I got a pretty decent van, that we can, like a camper conversion van that we camp in. Oh, dude, I can make it to places that, you know, most people don't know about. And wife loves to fish, so that's a lot of what we go do. Alrighty. The other spots. Well, I know there's Britannia Beach, or the Britannia mine. The huge dump truck. Yeah, the only one dump truck that I know of is I don't remember the model of it, but it's a huge white dump truck. It's on the Britannia copper mine. But that's heading out a little bit closer to Vancouver, a little north of Vancouver, just up the road as you go to, I think it's Marmot Basin up in there. Okay, I need a candle back because as I ended up not blowing that up. I think next night, if this isn't totally backed up, I want to extend there. That's what I wanted to do. Get rid of that. Sparwood. That's very possible. I do recognize the name Sparwood. But I've never seen that one myself. But I mean, there's lots out there. So I got soap on me, right? Okay. Now I got most of the junk off me. Okay. I'm not doing too bad. I'm keeping my sales up. I'm getting stuff transferred. Yeah. Okay, so the sales floor is going to be oops. I think this will be my sales floor. Maybe I should go one further back because I can't get that to... Whoa, almost fell down. Okay, that means I'm going to need a pillar, though. Okay, so we can go right off of that pillar. Right? And then come back to here. So if we get rid of that, can we? Okay. And that's going to be my sales floor. Is this entire... Yeah, that'll work. Probably. Oh, I can do it. Alrighty. Yeah, that's going to be... I didn't think I'd be able to build all that stuff. That one will work. Oh, okay. Alrighty then. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's not going to happen. Okay. That one will go. That one won't. Not without a wall. And I can't build a wall. Okay, so these walls are going to have to back off. Those are going to have to move. I'll have one pillar in the middle of the sales floor, basically. And then Yeah, because I can't put a wall up in the center. Can I? If I redo, I can put a wall up. Okay. Okay, so let's... Right. Okay. But we don't really want... I do want to go with the wood, though. But I don't want the window. We'll go wood showing. We go a half wall. Nope. And a half wall. Okay. That's going to look a little better. Okay, this is going to have to go... Where are you? Here. There we go. Okay, we'll hook that up. That has to stay hooked for now. I got no choice in that. You have to come down. Or... Okay, well, let's wait for the end of the day because I got too much cash in there that I really don't want to pick up and mess with. So, that's going to be a pillar in the store, but I can work, whatchamacallit's right below here. Let's try. That's as close as they get. Let's go with 3 bin. Right below it. Nope. Invalid angle. Okay, so probably gonna have to shoot that stuff from here. Oops. Oh, okay. Target too far. So maybe I have to run it down the wall? Target too far? That's not going to work. And I can't go from behind. Time is it? 6 o'clock? This ought to stop here pretty quick. Close! No. Let it feed through that cache. And then maybe I'll keep an office cubby back here, like a little cubby hole. And then I can come in and out. And then I'll have another doorway there. Maybe. So that means this can go and become overlapping other devices. Okay. So half wall, half wall. Okay. All right. I can deal with that. And then people are still buying stuff. Okay. I'm not canceling anything. So yeah, so this can be the office. And I'll have door in, door out. Maybe I'll put a table in here or something. And then I can put another till here. Yeah, 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 that's it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that works, doesn't it? Where is, there it is. Checkout table. Yeah, that works. So let's put it there. Get a till. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Let's put. Oh, it has to go there. Okay. Just do the same thing. Okay. And then, yeah. We'll go into there. Don't really need that storage anymore. Okay. Cancel. Okay. Now we want a wall. Full wall, please. With a door in it. Yeah, there we go. So that's the office. Okay. That's there. Now each till feeds into one. We'll put big storage before we head through the wall. Into there and there. I think no, just go straight. I got two storages back here before we hit the big one. That should be enough to hang on to whatever doesn't go through. Stacks of 50s. Okay, when it eventually feeds through that, it'll hit that silver, and then the silver will replenish. Yeah, 'cause I got a lot to replenish. Okay, and I still have 230 on. Okay, so that's not bad. Okay, I like that. Do I have like a table I can put in here? Yeah. Okay. I don't know. No real point. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Make it a little more office-y. Office looking. Okay. So that worked out. That was cool. Now I need to figure out how to bring commodities down the wall, I think. And then chuck them in. That's going to look stupid. Unless I go with... I wonder... Okay. So if that's a small brick, I could move the sales floor forward a bit. Pipe it in from the back wall. And then spear chuck it in. Okay, so if we have you guys here, let's just say, with, let's see, not a storage, with a box in behind, can that work? Yeah. And then if I put... That doesn't disrupt it at all. Oh, that might look neat. Okay. That still works. Let's make sure. Let's do bricks. Yeah, that's working. So I can chuck it through a little hole like that. Okay. Okay. That's workable. That's workable. I like it. I like how that works. Okay. I'm going to keep that there. Now, how am I going to do a wall, though? Do it out of this? Do a blueprint, maybe? And then put a pattern in it? I have... Well, okay, I don't really want to be using copper or bronze. But I could do wood and stone. Or, well, yeah, brick could be kind of expensive, too. Brick is clay in a kiln, right? Whereas stone is just stone and wood is just wood. Okay. And the beam is just going to... Yeah, okay, so I can't... The beam is never going to change. I like it. I like how this is going to work out. Okay. It's okay. That's how I'm going to do my sales floor. Which means this space... Yeah, that'll work. That'll work just fine. Then I'll bring stuff down and then put up a wall so you can't see it. I'll have to figure out a pattern to do that in, but I'll get it done. Okay. Cash is flowing. Cash is good. Okay. I got a couple hundred silver on me. We're still feeding through that? Nope. Okay. We're good. Alrighty. Rope glass. I am going to need, well, I'm going to use wooden stone for that. Do some sort of pattern. So now I think I need to start actually building. So if I'm going to come down the wall, that means the front here is not going to have anything. So there's no sense. Well, no, hang on. Still making money. 34 and 248. Yeah, I'm still making money. Why does this, like, aha. Okay, but huge gaps. Why? I don't get it. That makes no sense. It doesn't have proper spacing. Hmm. That's just weird. Very strange. Very strange indeed. Okay. And then that wall is going to continue. And then I'll build it up. So that doesn't actually need to be there. Hmm. I wonder if I can build on top of overlapping. Yeah, I can't build into the pillars. So I'll have to incorporate the pillars into some sort of pattern. That's just going to look weird. I wonder if that's a big enough sales floor. That one can go. And I'm going to walk way up here. I don't know. Okay, well, anyway. What do I got on me? Okay. So everything's building nice. My little cache place. I don't think I need much else in there, to be honest. I'll leave a couple spots open though. Okay, so now I have 230. That's like 150. Just grab that, 42. Rest of that can convert. $300. 3 gold. Be 300 again. Yeah, that one's 150. And that one's 150. Okay. So that gives me a whole other section to build into. No material. Right. Okay. Mm. Oops. Or can I build in there? I mean, yeah. Yeah. I can not buy that. No. But I will eventually build back into here. In which case that gives me... Yeah. Well, I mean, we want a floor down there anyway. And this should be a doorway. Post it. Oh, you want to come in here? I don't think I can change it, dude. Right, I need wood. Oop. Let's just grab it all, sure. Save and reload. Why do you want to come in? Help me build? I don't know, man. This is quite a headache because I have to move all of my original, right? And then I'm figuring out as I go along what I'm going to build up into and how. I don't know, man. I don't know whether I thank you for the help, but I don't know whether I want help is what I'm getting at. Because you know me, I keep changing my mind and then settling on something and then changing my mind and then, yeah. So should I just build a wall back there? Can I do that? I do, at some point in time, I do want to play a multiplayer of this, though. I'm with you. Where did I put my, I know I have it here somewhere. There you are. Come here, you. And then I want a stairway somewhere in here. Well, with the walls there, though, right? No pillar needed. And, this works just fine. Yeah, burn of a bit of materials, I'm with you. But then the whole back wall looks uniform. Looks like it belongs, which it doesn't, but... And then, the roof is all there. Although I do need a stairway up. Oops. Alrighty. Let's put this back. And then, okay, we're up in the second. And then I don't want to put a back wall on this. I don't know. Oh, okay, cool. That way? Yeah. And then... That way? No. That didn't work out so well. And... Dun, dun, dun. There we go. So now this needs to split and go through the wall. Am I going to be able to do that? Let's put up. Let's put up there. Okay, so we're going to have to. Yeah, that'll work. And I'm guessing one above it. And I can. Wonder if I can put cannons for that. Rather than having that right across the doorway. That's okay. How to get across that doorway. Hey, how you doing, Spike? Where's that shelf? I wonder if that would work. Hmm. I have a bunch of old ones. And or you guys can come play with us. It'd be on a different day, but you know. Okay, so no, I don't really want to take the floor out. Does that work? I wonder. I mean, without making the wall look really, really silly. I can't put another wall in to test this. What are you guys having trouble with, Kevin? So yeah, how to get that across? I don't want to go up and over. That would look good. And if I use a catapult to go across. I don't know whether it'll be able to keep up till later in the game. That is a bummer, because I need that to run all the way around. Or, I got an idea. Okay, so that one runs into there. This one that's going to run along here comes upstairs. Can I put 5? Let's just go here. Oops. Can I put, let's just test this. Oh, I can go, can I go through the floor? Overlapping with other devices. So unless I do another stairway, which I could do, and then do this up the stairway. And I could put another stairway here. You know what I mean? Like that. That's doable. Put another stairway down. And then I can continue with the... Either that or it comes all the way around from the other side. But I'd really hate to have that go across the doorway. Built the shelter, went to go cook them through, and they were screaming that the building had fallen down because of the rain. Yep. You're on Olympus, right? Tell me you're on Olympus if you're first starting out. Okay. So the storms in Icarus will damage the buildings. Buildings made out of wood are wimpy. Thatch, even worse. If you check out my... It's the only one we can go on. Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. As soon as you can, right, you need to go out and get experience by killing things. It's going to be rough to start because you don't have the levels for the skill points, right? And then if you guys are up later, I have to go shopping with the wife here. Hey, hon. It's 10:30. I got to go shopping with the wife here, right? But as soon as we come back, we were going to play through some Icarus. I wanted to get a bunch done in this game because I'm building like the plan is to build a huge, massive factory. Is the plan? I don't know what I'm going to do over here. I have no idea. But the plan is to build a huge, massive factory, and then I was going to run conveyors between here, depending upon what I need run. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. So while we're playing Icarus, maybe I can give you guys some ideas, and you can ask me tons of questions and all the rest of that fun stuff. But my best idea to you is to hunt as much as possible, farm as much as possible. 3 p.m. free your time. That'll work. That'll work, dude. And you can even come join us, both of you, and maybe get some levels, you know, hanging out with us. You don't need any of the DLC as long as I'm hosting it and my server is hosting it. Okay? So I have all the DLC. You can come and enjoy it without having to get anything. All you need is the base game. You would actually need the base game. Okay? And you and Mel come freaking join us, man. And then we'll get you some levels. Yeah, no, not a problem, dude. We'll get you some levels. We'll get you, you know, leveled up. We share all the experience when we're playing together, right? So there's a lot of, and then we can set you out, get you sorted, man. Get you sorted. What level are you guys? Like your character levels? 68. Okay, I still took 3 gold with me, really? I still have 3 gold. Okay, well, let's, oops, let's throw you back in there. Oh, wait, I want the silver. A little bit anyways. How are we doing in here? Not bad. Okay. Day 96, 5 in the morning. She's going to shut down pretty quick anyway. Do you know what level your characters are, Kev? Like he in the 40s, 50s, somewhere in there? No, dude. No. Kim and Underdark just finished buying the game themselves. So we're already playing with a couple of noobs, right? And they're picking it up pretty quick. Like I'm not a micromanager, but I'll give you a task and then you go do the task for a bit, right? And then you'll see how I build and give you some ideas, right? Because you're actually walking around less than level 10. Not a problem. Seriously, no issues. Seriously, no issues whatsoever. None. None whatsoever, buddy. Okay. So this conversion, everybody, is going to take me a while. Because now I have to break down each system in here, which they're all convoluted, right? Because that's just the way the spaghetti madness got pretty spaghetti-like in here. But I got most of it. Now I need to start doing... Like, I could just... you know what? Maybe I'll take a blueprint of this. Up to... all the way up. And of course, I'd have the linen in there, but in the blueprint, but I'd just minus it out after. And then, yeah, these guys can go away, actually. So yeah, maybe plan on like you say, 4.5 hours, right? Roundabout 4.5, 5 hours, 5.5 hours. In a few hours, you come join us. We'll get back from shopping, and then put our junk away, and then we were gonna fire up an Icarus. And see if the guys were available. You know what I mean? See if what they were up to. And then play some more Icarus. Because we're having a lot of fun with it. Hey! Thank you for the sub. Jerry Hattricks Gaming. Right on. Doing some roleplay in 20 minutes. Oh, okay, cool. Gonna play some D&D? Yeah, lots of wood. Yeah, I gotta get each one of these systems broke down, busted up. I want to keep a lot of the materials because I got a lot of wood. Like that's a lot of wood, silver sitting there, right? And I want to keep all of it and then rebuild everything. Although I do have the fertilizer plant is already working on the far end, so I don't need fertilizer. But I need these systems to like stick with me, and I really don't want to throw anything away. And then I got to get soap going, and then, you know, all of this has to get going. All of this has to get redone. And then I'm going to do my sales floor the way I kind of figure I want it. Much bigger than what I'm using right now presently. And then the 2-till system should help out. Because people can... And then I got my office. I just kind of like how this worked out. This worked out great. All right, 5th edition. Okay, cool. Cool, dude. A buddy of mine dropped a... I have to uncover it now. Dropped this on me. I hope that gets into... Yeah. Player's Handbook. I've been reading it. It's a beautiful, beautiful Player's Handbook. I've been reading it. I'm going to go join him on his Sunday D&D sessions. I hope that came out in the camera. I don't know which edition this is. It doesn't say on the outside. It just says Dungeons and Dragons. It's a beautiful, dude. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Which one is this? I don't have my reading glasses on. I have my computer glasses on. I'm very sure it's 5th edition, dude. I really am. I'm very sure. It's just it's a shiny leather bound. I'm pretty sure this. Yeah, beautiful collector's edition. I do believe it's a collector's edition. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, that came through kind of on the camera. Kinda. Beautiful book though, dude. Like, wow. I was very impressed. A friend of mine, Jess, lent it to me. I've been reading it little bits by little bits. Because I've been very busy with the channel and whatnot. Trying to keep up with everything. But anyways, everybody, so fertilizer factory or fertilizer part of the factory is right here. Not absolutely sure what I'm going to do at the back end of the office yet. Really happy with my, come and loot area, where I get to, you know what I mean? I get to come and scoop up a bunch of items and stuff and whatnot. And that's all this is for right here. That's it. It's nothing much else to it. I don't know. But I have to extend this all the way around. And then I'm thinking I'm going to have to make another doorway over here to go across the street, but I'm not too sure how that's going to work out. I'm guessing we can build, but how, you know what I mean? And then once I buy across the street, I can come across, and then my factory will grow into this side as well. But I don't have 1,000 silver. Like, it's just not going to happen. So I got to make a bunch more money. I got to make a bunch more items. But I'm really glad I was able to extend into here. And then I got to try to keep things clear in order to go across the street. In which case, I mean, I might end up with this stuff being right in front of the doorway. I mean, that just might happen. Oh well. There's not much else I can do about it. Actually, you know what? Maybe I will take that wall out right now. We are brick on this side, aren't we? And then we'll put the doorway in. I mean, I can walk right over it, so it's not a big deal. But I really didn't want to have conveyor belts across the way. But hey, whatever. Unfortunately. But yeah, across the street, I'll be able to purchase things. 5th edition, enjoy it. Yeah, no, like, I don't have to DM. I don't have to do nothing, right? I don't have to, I don't want to say I don't have to think, but I don't have to come up with anything. My buddy does it all. And it's basically every second Sunday. And I do plan on joining him for it. I really needed to read up on, whatchamacallit, players and all the rest of that. And I'm going to play, if anybody knows me from back in my World of Warcraft days, I'm going to play a Dwarven Cleric. That was my main, by the way, in World of Warcraft, was a Dwarven Cleric. So, yeah, I'm going to play a Dwarven Cleric. I figure I'll have some fun. Anyways, because I need to get away from the computer. I need to walk away from this every once in a while, everybody. Just once a week. Once every couple weeks, I need to walk away. Because this gets to be a bit much. My spaghetti madness. Wow. So anyways, plan is I got to feed through all of this. I got to recreate it in the multi-level factory now. And then bring those down, and I'm going to set up my sales area. And I'm hoping to be able to do this and keep my my people happy and keep the cash flowing in. I'm making double what I sell in a day, like in a week or whatever in a day, right? So the system is working, whereas I am gaining money. I don't know whether I have enough of these or not to, I don't know. And then part of the plan was to possibly hook the silver in the back here up to this, and then maybe start making some gold. I don't know. If I can do it where I do it slowly, I don't know how to slow it down though, because I don't want to pull too much off the line, otherwise but I also don't want to fill up, so More than welcome. Come join us. It'll be on a Saturday. Okay. Like I said, with my buddy, it's every second weekend. He does a D&D weekend. So it's not, I don't know whether I want to devote every weekend. But I'll talk to you, dude. We'll talk. Absolutely, we'll talk. Come join us in like 4 hours. I got to get out of here, though, everybody. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining me. Geriatrics Gaming, welcome to the channel. Thanks to have you here. I'll have to come check out your thing here. Where are you? Geriatrics Gaming. I'll have to come search you out, dude, and drop a sub on you. I don't know whether you stream or what do you do or what. But what are we here? Geriatrics. Is it all one word? No. Gaming. Geriatrics Gaming. Yeah. It didn't do so well. So anyways, everybody, thanks for joining me today. Geriatrics Gaming. It's giving me geriatric, not geriatrics. Wow. There's so many geriatric gamers. Wow. Hard to find you there, dude. Well, I'll have to come find you later. Yeah, no doubt. Holy. There's a lot of geriatric gaming. Anyway, I'll come find you eventually. And maybe drop a sub on you. I don't know whether you actually game or not. But thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. I'll be back in this factory. Is there a game I want? Can't think of one, Deathus. You already got me one, so you don't have to get me anything, dude. Thank you very much. You gave me a Merry Christmas already. You're awesome. Thank you much, dude. I mean, you can check my wish list if you wish. I'm not going to argue with you. Really want to buy me one. Otherwise, we'll talk later because I got to get out of here so I can go shopping, dude. So I can get back and then we're going to play some Icarus in about 4.5 hours, everybody. Roundabout. Latest 4.5 hours. Earliest, I don't know. We could be back in 2. You know what I mean? But usually when I stream, don't worry about it, Kevin. Usually when I stream, we go like 5, 6, 7 hours. So even if we start earlier, then you're back. No big deal, dude. Come join us. Seriously, come knock on the door. I'll bring you up in the Discord and whatnot, and you and Mel come join us. Seriously, come join us. Even if you just to get some experience, like some experience playing and being able to ask questions and all that, right? Like, not a problem, dude. Seriously. Hunt me down, buddy. You come. And I actually always wanted to game with your wife, too. And then my wife will be on. You know what I mean? And the girls can chit-chat and yada, yada, yada. Anyways, everybody, come see us later on this afternoon. And we'll see you then. Thank you very much.